Hello, everybody. It is me, Everbriscatuzzi, and today we are here with Citrus, episode 5, Lower Lover. I think that's what the title of this episode is called. This episode was pretty good. This is the kind of episode where you see things that make like seeing it. Watching this episode makes you appreciate the manga so much more, because I'm a manga reader, and so far I was looking through my book just now. I have my book in my hand. Each time that I do these reviews, I'm like looking at the book in my hand just so that way I'm not missing anything in the episode, which scenes that seem longer, even though that this book is pretty fast paced. There's no like downtime. And we're done half of book 2. And then someone commented in my last video, and I think I should call these volumes instead of books. So I guess volume 2. And we're done half of the book. And this episode was pretty good. And the problem that I've had with these episodes from episode 1 to episode 4 is the reactions. The reactions that characters have like don't look the same that they have in the manga, and it's probably because of the artists or the animations where it to me it didn't seem like it showed the feeling that I got when I was looking at the pictures in the book. But this episode they did it correctly. Like the scenes, the shots, a lot of these shots are taken exactly from the panels, which I'm very in love with, and and that's pretty much what I have so far. And I just gotta say that the ending scene of this episode with Yuzu meeting May's father. To be honest, he looks different. Like I didn't recognize him at first. It's probably because I'm at volume, what is it, 5 or 6? So I just didn't recognize him. And for some reason, I thought that he had different color hair. I thought that it would be black or something like May's, because May's is black, but apparently his is brown. And his eyes looked sort of crimson like. Like, is it crimson? Wait a second. I'm still like looking at the episode right now. His eyes like aren't even the same as May's. Like May's is like purple. Is like light purple. I guess it's sort of crimson. I guess May's mom must have like purplish eyes because their eyes look sort of similar but sort of different. But that scene was pretty funny with May's father, the old sensei, just being just hugging Yuzu out of nowhere because she doesn't know anything and stuff like that. But that scene was pretty funny. The scene where they were at Yuzu's father's grave was a pretty good scene, and I really loved it. And there's a lot of themes going on there. The theme that this is the part of the manga that I got confused with because I got very confused with her changing her mind really quickly. And this is a plot point that happens for a while. Oh my god, this plot point happens for a long time, which I'm okay with. But this plot point goes until I think the ending of volume 4, and then volume 5 is where things get resolved to back to where she was, where when she was at the grave. But to be honest, even without May, even without like Yuzu coming to the conclusion that she needs to do family love instead of love, she should have think that it was inappropriate to do I guess sexual or romantic feelings at her father's grave, which I guess that she came to that conclusion but in a different way, and that's going to be a thorn. And still, oh my god, I hate Harumi's character so much. No, not Harumi, Himiko's character. I know that she's a nice lady, but just her bitchy attitude, her just attitude, I just hate it so much. But because she's nice sometimes, I just hate seeing her in the manga so much. But at least Yuzu finally figured out that uh that Himiko's plan last episode, or the last 2 episodes, I think episode, her plan got thwarted with, and now Yuzu knows that Himiko was just fooling with her. And to be honest, when I saw the scene, we're going back to the cemetery, when Mei was crying like Yuzu, because Yuzu's shot was kind of wider than it was in the manga. In the manga, it's kind of like a close up, but Mei's reaction, I think Mei wanted Yuzu to kiss her, and in the because you could tell from her reaction, she wasn't crying. She was getting that feeling that you get. Like she was getting super turned on in that scene for some reason because she really wanted Yuzu to do it. because their relationship is kind of complicated where Yuzu likes her because she never really been with a guy, but then the first time that she's with the girl, she's feeling stuff, and then like with Mei, even in the manga, we don't really know where Mei stands. It's either like we know that apparently she likes Yuzu, like she sort of accepts her as a sister, but then you don't really know where she stands. And even in the manga, it's really weird, like because you never know what she's thinking. Like you know what May's thinking because of like her like scenes where she's sleeping and then she's sad because the dad like goes on these trips, like disappears, and then he like randomly showed up this episode, which is gonna have problems. Like I said in the last episode, she like has like slight daddy issues, which is the same thing with what she had with the grandpa, where she, even though she really loves her grandpa, she had problems with the grandpa. And I think it's next episode, or yeah, it's episode 6 or episode 7. We get introduced to a new character soon, and that character is going to be really interesting to see. But so far, I think that's everything. But we saw that. Oh yeah, May collapsed like the grandpa, which could have been very dramatic if they did what other animes do, but it was just her getting there. So then she just had to do it, and we saw Yuzu go into big sister mode, go into big sis mode where she's acting like a big sister and taking care of her and trying to be super confident, trying to help her out and stuff like that. And May, you can see that she appreciates it, but at the same time, she's kind of confused because she's she's sort of like an enigma to May, because May just can't understand Yuzu because it's her first time seeing someone like that, and that could sort of be why she's so affectionate towards her, because of how different she is. Because like we've heard in the first episode, you stay in that school from elementary school all the way till you graduate, and that would be really weird to see when you're going following the rules, and then you see someone that follows the rules to an degree. But to be honest, you can follow it to an degree, but uh I think that's pretty much everything that happened in this episode. I really enjoyed it. The animation, the still frames, like the shot, what is it, composition looked really good this episode. The music worked really well. I still love the voice actors, and it was just fun seeing. It was fun, really fun seeing Yuzu be happy, sad, and go lucky this episode, and I really enjoyed it. I think so, like I said, that's pretty much what I thought about this episode. I can't wait till next week, where we'll see how Mei and see how Yuzu reacts to the confrontation with meeting the father of Mei, and seeing how that turns out next episode. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy it, or if you think, or if you can comment below on what you think I should improve on. So tell me what you also thought about this episode, because this episode was pretty good. And some of the, oh yeah, like Yuzu and Mei just look super cute this episode for some reason, especially with some of the scenes and even the scene with them eating crepes. But yeah, don't, yeah, see you guys in the next video, and bye.